Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a drill. Today is the day. Welcome back to season 3 of Doug Talks, everybody. I'm your host, Dougie McDoubles, and next to me is our first guest of the year. He's been on all 3 seasons, basketball legend, the greatest 2K player that I've ever been against, Mr. Cloud Future himself. Coming off your recent release of an old EP, Cloudy Days Volume 1, how does it feel to be out with the music scene, my friend?
That's good. I put that on the back burner, I guess. Don't really have an opportunity yet, but maybe later this year I might be able to make some more music. So,
But, buddy, it is an absolute pleasure to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been pushed off for, 5 months because of me, essentially? 5 months, probably?
I
Uh,
wouldn't say because of you, both of us, but
well, it's just I lost the apartment. I moved to the camper. The Wi-Fi was horrendous, and I never really attempted to reach out, and that's just my own fault. And we've already addressed it, but I definitely want to address it for the podcast so you know that it's cemented forever that like I want to be better. You know what I mean? You've been a good friend. You've always wanted to check on me, and you were kind of upset that I didn't fill you in on the leg breaking. Like not upset like mad at me, but you were hurt. You were like, "Duh, I'm your friend. Why the fuck didn't you let me? Like, why aren't you letting me know what's going on in your life? Like, I'm trying to be there for you. Um, like you've always been solid. We're here for a couple of things. Every year, every podcast we have you on. We just kind of talk about how you're doing, and then we get into sports and randomness. How are you been, my friend?
I've been doing pretty good. Been working, about to get my taxes and such. So I'm gonna get my first vehicle ever by myself this week. So that'll be nice.
Mazel, my friend. Congratulations.
Yeah, yeah,
I last time I saw you physically was at Cameron's wedding in Colorado, and we got to smoke and we had a really good time together. It was really nice. Got to see my
yeah.
dog. Uh, how's work been since? How's the family? How's your brother? I'm sorry. How are both of your brothers?
It's been alright. I haven't really kept up with family, so I mean, I just been kind of chilling.
Yeah.
So
Are you staying at your girl's place?
I'm on and off. I stay at my girl's place and my brother's. Just wait until we grab a place of our own.
Smart, smart. You want to get the vehicle before? I understand. I respect that.
Yeah.
Um, I'm really glad that I have you on because it's been 3 episodes of the Saturday morning cartoons and uh, Ray still this day every time some crazy trade or something like happens, Ray will hit me and be like, if Kenny wouldn't if Kenny didn't have to move, y'all could be covering this right now. And so the Luka trade. I want to get into basketball in its entirety. The All-Star game has happened, come and gone, been a disappointment. Mr. B shut up. Kevin Hart ruined things. Um, you are, as stated in a YouTube clip and to others among our friend group, the best 2K player that we have ever played against. Um,
Yes, sir.
one of the most IQ players on the court and of knowledge of the game. How do you feel personally about Nico Harrison and the Luka trade?
I understand why you did it. I was actually one of the fans that wasn't really upset. I understand, you know, not getting into shape and everything, and then we're still getting AD. Like that's not like a washed player. He just isn't really healthy for full season. So it's like I'm not angry because it gives Luca an opportunity, but it's like out of all the teams, you pick the Lakers. Like you couldn't have sent them to like I don't know Miami or like somewhere that we're not gonna have to play against him 4 times a year because he's gonna kill us.
Yeah. He kind of got out of the 4 game slump or whatever that he was in. My cousin DJ that you know that he's a Mavs fan. He's the only one that does isn't a Cowboys fan. He's the Eagles fan.
Yeah,
So for him to have this high, this beautiful high of beating the Chiefs, and then like a week later just drop. It was I called his brothers. I was like, "Yo, is DJ? Have you talked to him yet? Is he at work? Like, someone make sure that he's okay." And he said, and I quote, "AD's getting hurt first week."
mm-hmm.
Yeah, first week. And here's the thing.
Yep.
If he's already had issues physically and things of that nature with his physical, they should have denied the trade like they did Mark Williams.
Again, it's not a bad trade. Luckily, it's not a bad injury either. And then, like, what no one's talking about is Max Christie has been balling.
Killing.
Like,
He had like 17, 5,
that
and 6 the other day.
he's like 21 years old too. So like,
Oh.
that's pretty solid of a fucking of a player. But again, when you think Luka, it's like, well,
Yeah. Well,
Christie going off too. So
what? I thought Kleber was in the trade.
yeah, he's in LA.
Oh, it was Mac. Oh, Max. Okay, that makes sense. Kleber and Christie. Okay. Now, okay, so with Luka being traded and everything, if an AD can stay healthy? I personally believe that a Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, and AD all in recovery from their own superstar teams, trying to make their own together, it's not a bad matchup.
We're still solid. It's just a matter of health. That's all it is now. Like Gafford's out, Davis is out. All of our bigs are literally hurt. So once Lively, like he hasn't been there since like December. So once they come back, we're not a team that you want to see in the playoffs. Especially sitting in that 6 to 8 seed. Like
Right.
we're gonna have that play-in spot, or we're gonna take that 6 seed, and then it might be like an LA Laker versus Dallas matchup is what it's looking like.
Yeah,
And that would.
How impressed were you with the Nuggets game?
I knew it would work. I just didn't know how long it would take. Like, it's Luka and LeBron, like the highest IQ players on the court in the NBA. So it's gonna work. They just got to figure out what works best. And obviously, Luka with the ball works way better than anything. So.
Right. It makes me so happy, dude. Now here's something that I admitted. I believe it was our first podcast episode in the old studio, where we're holding the mics in the little circle chairs. Where I admit to you, like, LeBron's the greatest player. Like, I can't deny that. Like, I'm a Paul Pierce fan. I'm a Celtics fan. But, like, I'm a grown man enough and mature enough to be like, hot damn, is it not magic when LeBron picks up a fucking basketball? And he said, I know I'm 700 years old, but let me show these youngins how LeBron does it. He's still hitting the fuck you threes. Like, It's the greatest. I've sent you a couple things on Instagram, and I liked something this morning that Danny sent me and said, no one understands LeBron. And it was him with just the mustache. And I was like, damn, I forgot how fucking solid that man was. He has been hooping his old ass off, dude. And I say old because that motherfucker's old and you can't tell.
There's no decline. I told you there wasn't going to be a decline for a while.
Maybe in 3 years.
Like,
but I don't even think he'll stay long enough in his career for him to be a second stringer.
No, he won't be a second stringer ever. But, like, you got to think he's 6'9", takes care of his body. He can easily get you at least 10 a game, obviously, for like 1,600 straight games. Like, he's going to be able to do 20 a night easily. Like, I say the lowest he would go is about 18 a night, but I don't see him drop to 20.
I don't see him hitting 15 at all. I don't see him hitting a 15-point game, like average. I think at that point he would have already been retired.
Only way that happens is if Luke is averaging like 40.
And Bronny just out of nowhere just starts playing incredible, and he's like, I don't have to do this now. It's out of choice, not out of like I can't.
We'll see, like everyone talking about they don't have a big, and like they just shut down Jokic. They don't need a big. They triple teamed him. Like, it's a zone. Run a zone. That's all you need to do. With you got DFS, JV on the fucking bench. Like, use the defenders you fucking got in the trade. That's why you got it.
Wasn't Jackson Hayes killing it? Like, hasn't he been killing recently?
Yeah, he's shooting like 70% right now.
Yeah, Hachimura's been doing well. Like, I remember like 2 years ago, people were like, get him the fuck out of the league, dude.
I like Rui.
I have never had any want to see him on a professional basketball court, and I'm finally like, damn, this like again, I'm putting the respect out. Motherfucker's got motherfucker play. Someone that I thought Okay, before we get back into all of the Luka trade and stuff like that, the free agency was absolutely a powerhouse shit show. Can you agree to an extent?
It was weird.
Zach LaVine's gone. Like it's Kyle Kuzma finally left the Wizards.
Oh, that's the trade deadline.
Wait, what did I say?
The free agency.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I meant the trade deadline. The trade deadline has been absolutely nuts. Um,
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma to the Bucks is a good move, but it's not championship material. And then Zach LaVine to the Kings. Like it didn't work in Chicago. What the fuck's the difference?
he won't have to
You're on the
be
coach now. Like,
he won't have to be like the main guy. I feel like because he had to be to an extent because Lonzo
oh, no, I
got
feel
hurt.
like way better when he was.
I respect. Well, I mean, he has DeMar. They have DeRozan now, and they were already kind of
Yeah,
okay together.
I feel like he's dropping. I don't know if he is, but I feel like his stats are dropping. He might not be, but
He's been okay.
haven't really about him.
Yeah, same. Yeah, De'Aaron Fox went to San Antonio. Actually, I just
No,
saw. Let me see if it's still in my thing.
Wembanyama's out for the season, so
Yup. I don't have it again. Did you see something today about Pop not coming back?
yeah, he might not come back.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I saw that today.
Health conditions.
Yes. Yeah, Greg Popovich might retire early. Because here's the thing. If it wasn't for his wife and family, he would easily die on that court.
Mm-hmm.
You know? One of the greatest coaches, if not the greatest coach of all time. You know what I mean?
Yep.
What are your thoughts on the Wemby getting the Chris Bosh? You know what I mean?
I just hope he can play after. That's all. Hope he doesn't have to retire because that'll be another person that just too young.
Yep.
Like Yao Ming played like 7 years and then retired because of his leg or whatever. So it's like that sucks.
Yep.
We didn't see full Yao Ming. So
I know I know he's not in the same caliber, but due to injury and like restriction, Isaiah Austin, I would have loved to see him play in the NBA.
yeah,
Now, who is the what's the worst trade for the trade deadline? Do you think, in your opinion?
the Luka trade.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I respect that.
100%.
Yeah, because
We just made the dog. There's no like. I don't care if he's 500 pounds. Did he not just make the fucking finals? Yes, he lost, but did he not just make it? Like, so if AD doesn't make it right now, that's the
failure.
worst probably of all time ever.
Yeah. Did you know that Nico Harrison was a part of the Curry going to Under Armour deal?
Yep.
I had no idea this man has been a part of history for so long of fucking up.
Man, he's a bitch.
I saw people putting caskets out and shit. Fucking got people. Hang on one second. Let me grab these roaches. Okay, now, with the All-Star Game officially underway and an absolute disgrace in my opinion, what are your thoughts on it, my friend?
I say go back to the normal West versus East and make it to where it's all the away jerseys or whatever. That way, it's all colored home jerseys or whatever the fuck it is, and go back to old school.
Hell yeah, I love it. I think of I just saw this clip today, and it reminded me what the All-Star Game used to be about. Like, do you remember when Kobe beat MJ in his last All-Star Game?
Beat?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they won.
Oh, you mean like the West beating him?
Yeah. Like the All-Star Game, MJ lost. Like his team lost.
Yeah.
The coach told Kobe to miss the final free throws to let MJ win, and the clip was the coach looked at it. He said, "I'll never forget the look in Kobe's eyes," and he sunk all three of them. Look, he was like, it was just different back then. What is it gonna take to have that fucking mentality again when it comes to playing competitively? Because right now it's people don't even have it on the court.
I think it's I think it's adjusted to where it's now regular season's more chillax unless, someone's pushing you around or fucking throwing fists or whatever. But we don't really get that till playoff time. So I think people save it because, like, there's a few people I can name that definitely are, like, on another level. When they're hot, they're fucking screaming at people and fucking, pussy ass motherfucker. Like,
Yep. Number
just
one,
yell.
Luka.
Yeah, like Luka will fucking yell. Just
He yelled in Christian Brown's
like,
face, dude. Oh, white on white crime.
mm-hmm. That's why I'm like, there's some people that do, but I think we'll see a lot of it this playoff run because the West is fucking stacked. Like,
Yeah, something that a lot of people have talked about and really kind of blazed over. But this motherfucker put his play where the money was. Jimmy Butler has been fucking continuing to kill as a Golden State Warrior. People thought they talk shit. Once again, they say, "Look at him, he's disrupting the team." That's all they did. Now, if he's just still fucking hooping, man.
yeah, they're 5-1.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Jimmy going to Golden State? I think it's easily better than whenever Chris Paul was traded there.
I think solid fit just because of Draymond.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got people with the same mentality, but one can get buckets.
Yeah. Ray and I read a crazy stat line recently. That Paul George has more podcast clips out than actual points or field goals attempted. I apologize. What is it going to take to get this motherfucker back on the court and stop podcasting, goddammit?
Out of Philly.
You think so?
I think he goes back to Indiana.
Oh, that would be lovely. Because let's be real, the process is over. The process was over 5 years ago. It was over in 2019. It was over during COVID.
Yeah, they made a deal at the trade deadline. I think I would have.
Yeah, I think we can all collectively agree that Joel Embiid is a great player, but they're not going to win a ring as him as their all-star. And that's okay. The process is over. They trusted Ben. They got rid of fucking Matisse Thybulle. They kept Ben Simmons for a little bit, then got rid of him. They signed Tobias Harris instead of Jimmy. Philly.
Well, now let's not take, Tobias is balling out in Detroit's 6th seed right now. So
is he really?
Yeah, Tobias is killing it. So
Well,
I'll give it to him that they didn't sign him either.
Well, they did
You know?
they did terrible when they extended him, over Jimmy. If he's doing great now, go ahead. Because Tobias Harris, you and I know, is a killer
It's
on
such
2K.
a Philly. But Detroit, yeah, he's killing it. He's obviously you got Cade, but I'm pretty sure he's second leading scorer.
Good.
Which is right. I mean, that's the issue with Philly is if they would have made Tobias second leading scorer, it would have been fine. But now that you have Maxey, it's like you got to decide now: do you want Embiid or Maxey? It doesn't work. Like,
and here's the thing: they'll get rid of Maxey before they get rid of Embiid. They're gonna fuck it up.
oh no, I probably risk trading Embiid just because all the injuries.
No, you're absolutely right. But Philly's gonna fuck it up, is what I'm saying. Yeah, they'll trade Maxey for fucking someone else random. Rudy Gobert will come down out of nowhere. The All-Star game. Yes. Now, with the dunk contest underway, Mac McClung's officially retired as a three-peater.
Well, he might come back.
Oh, he might?
Yeah.
Okay. What's going to get real competition in there, man? Don't get me wrong, Mac McClung jumped over Akia. Is it money? Is it realistically going to have to be money to get an NBA player to dunk like that?
Well, here's the thing. Next year, where the All-Star game is, I think we're already set for an All-Star. Like even like skills challenge, we'll probably have fucking All-Stars because it's in LA. So I'm thinking next year we might actually get 2 or 3 of the people that said, like Ja and Zion or whatever. Like we might actually see 2 or 3 of them. But Mac better come back if we get Ja, I want Mac.
Yeah.
Because Ja can do something nasty for sure, but we got a lot of dunkers in there that they just don't pick up on. It's like, why not? Like if you're not going to get playing time on the court, why not show you that you can dunk like that? You know what I mean? Like
it's a shame.
shot. So
It's a shame we never got Westbrook in the dunk contest. You know what I mean?
there's a lot of people, bro, including LeBron.
Oh yeah.
But like Giannis even would have been cool because like he's so big that it's like, what would he have done? Like we got Dwight Howard, which he was perfect. He had the personality for it, and it was like perfect, cool, yeah. But why can't we get like Ja Morant, Zion Williamson? What were you known for, dumbass? Dunking on people in game. Fuck doing it in game. Let me see what you can do. Just coming up with an idea.
Exactly. Like it hasn't been the same, I think, since Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon, and then even a little years before that, it wasn't that impressive. Like there was only spurts.
It's just Mac right now. For the last 3 years, it's literally been Mac for me. Everyone else has been like Steven Castle did all right, but
Yeah.
nothing compared to Mac.
Everyone else barely completed shit. Like the kid from Chicago didn't do a goddamn thing.
Which that one really upset me because he's actually really good. Like he's a good player, and it's like,
Oh.
damn, I really thought you were gonna fucking come out, bro.
Okay, now to kind of get out of the NBA stuff, I wanted to ask a couple of nerdy questions, this, that, and the other. With James Gunn's Superman movie coming out, do you have any hopes or aspirations for a new Joker? Or a Riddler comic accurate?
I guess we've done it so much. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a big man fan either, but I mean, a new Riddler would be nice, like an actual. But Joker, I don't know about Joker. I think we're good on Joker for now.
Yeah. Do you have anyone in mind for Batman in your head?
What do you mean?
Like they're still casting a Batman in the James Gunn universe. Uh,
Oh,
Pattinson will not be their Batman.
that's fucked.
Separate universe. It'll be Elseworlds. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not off the top of my head. I'd have to think about it. I didn't even know that,
Yeah.
to be honest.
At right now, people are fan casting Alan Richson just because he's so fucking buff from Reacher season 3. He's stoic, and he's already been. He's in interviews. He's like, "Hey, if James Gunn wants me to be Batman, he just has to call me, and I will be Batman."
That'd be funny.
That'd be awesome, dude. He's serious enough in Reacher. Is him having the cowl and being big as fuck. He's 6'3", 2 something. It could work in theory. Now. Now with the new Fantastic Four trailer coming out, do you have any hopes for this movie in the slightest? Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic?
I'm still a little upset, but yeah, I mean, I think it'll be better than the original,
Yeah.
or my guess.
Yes, I'm very well aware you were a Krasinski and Emily Blunt shipper when it came to the fan casting. I 100% agree.
Would have been good.
Yep. What are your thoughts on RDJ coming back as Dr. Doom?
Didn't he say he was done with Iron Man?
Yes. So yeah, he's gonna be Victor Von Doom.
I think that's the only reason I don't like it is because I know him as Iron Man. So now when I see him, it'll just be weird. But like, at least he's done with Iron Man, then moved on. Like, not doing both at the same time. That would be really stupid. But so I can respect it. He's a good actor. I mean, what do you expect?
If he's one of the best fucking Marvel actors they've had ever. Now there are rumors right now that with him being back as Dr. Doom, that they are hinting that Chris Evans will come back as Captain Hydra, the Hulk will come back as Maestro. Essentially, they will all come back as their villain variants.
Yeah.
Do you have it? How do you feel?
I don't know. I haven't really been into superhero movies in a long time, so.
I felt that. There has been no news for Andrew Garfield to get a third movie, and that still breaks my fucking heart.
I've just been waiting for the new Batman. Not like the new Batman, but the new Pattinson.
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah. He just said in an interview for Mickey 17 that Matt Reeves has officially given him the script for the Batman.
Good.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. With James Gunn dropping Superman this year, Creature Commandos in November, or this past November, and Peacemaker season 2. He's on board, man, to just really fuck up the superhero genre when it comes to Marvel.
I've yet to even see Peacemaker. I need to watch it though.
It's damn good, man. You're gonna love it.
Mm.
I really think you'll like it. Now, over the years, there have been games that have just called to a person. What is one of your favorite video games for the PlayStation 2?
Let me think about it for a second, because the first one that comes off the top of my head is always the same answer. I want to try and give a different answer this time. So normally I'd say Final Fantasy VII, which is PS1.
Right, that's why I
But
went PS2 this time. Yeah.
yeah. PS2. I don't know if I have like a favorite of all time, but I remember playing Star Wars Battlefront 1 for PS2 the most.
Fuck yes. Were you a
Like,
big original Xbox player, or did you immediately go to 360?
mm-hmm.
Okay, what was your favorite game for the 360?
360. So I was Sony until PS2, and I've played an Xbox, but I didn't own one, so I went to 360, and then for that, man, shit, it's almost impossible, but I guess Fable, just because I played that the most. Like, I've beat all of them, and it's a good storyline.
Fucking A right. Hell yes.
Or like Skyrim.
Yeah. What is your favorite movie video game adaptation?
Uh, ooh. What was it? I think it was Super Nintendo. Aladdin.
Oh, okay. Hell yes, dude.
You I don't remember a lot about it, but I know it pretty much took you like through all the places where he was when
It was in
the
Sega.
movie.
It was a Sega game.
Yeah, it was super fun, like collecting shit and stuff.
Hell yes. That
Uh,
is ranked one of the most frustrating games of all time. Did you know that? That and the original Lion King.
yeah, I fucking hate it.
Yeah, dude. I fucking love it. Uh, what is your favorite superhero movie that has came out so far? Because it's been over a year since the last podcast you were on. Things have changed. Shows have dropped. What are your thoughts?
Battinson, for sure. Um, I just think it's better than what most people thought. Obviously, just basing it, or just even maybe trolling a little bit too, but basing off of his Twilight career, and it's like even Kristen Stewart, like she played like a depressed person, so she was supposed to not have emotion. Like that was the whole point of the movie, but they say she can't act, and it's like go watch her in anything else. She
Exactly.
does have emotion, guys. Like I promise, she does.
She's got range, goddammit.
I don't know about that,
No,
but
and there's been a couple things where I've been like, oh, this actually isn't Bella Swan. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I love her. So I mean, I'll watch whatever she's in for sure.
What's your most favorite franchise that you've ever been to watch?
That's tough.
Because you've been here for all of the big franchises.
Man,
Star,
like
Star Wars, The Hunger Games to every Marvel. You know what I mean?
for me, oh fuck, man, that's tough. I mean, for me, it's Star Wars, obviously, like the original, the first six. But I really fuck the Twilight and Hunger Games too. I put those super high, like
Top 5
probably high.
easily.
But I love them. I can watch them anytime, like anytime.
I respect the fuck out of that. Twilight's easily one of the best franchises. Yeah, easily top 5.
Yep, I'll watch it any day.
Yep. Man, I think that's all the questions I have for you today, my friend. I wanted it to be short and sweet. I really appreciate you coming, hanging out, dude. It's been an absolute fucking pleasure, truly.
Of course, dude. Anytime.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed the season premiere of Doug Talk Season 3 with Cloud Future. Please drink plenty of water, be safe, and we'll see you guys next time for another episode.